You didn't think I was going to leave you, did you? Come with me. Got something good of the day. Howdy, back again. Had to have a change of a plan because of coronavirus. Lockdown part 2. So we're going to do a local walk. I did plan on doing the 10 top chariots, but that had to be put on hold for now, so we're just going to come back to that one. So we'll do a local walk this morning. We have some breakfast something nice. You can see it's just about sun coming up over there. So as I'm going, I'm going to use that. And if you want to fast forward to where I'm eating breakfast, or where I'm eating the breakfast, I'll the timestamp. You want to start watching. A lot of people are interested in the side of it, but just going to take you on a little local walk, show you some of the things where I live. Okay, bring us back later. Well, first little hurdle, got to the dock gates, as you can see. Both open, and it's on free flow, so I have to wait till the dock keeper shuts the gate so I can get across. Good night, not good. Yeah, just check the tide, and the tide's not for another, high tide's not for another hour, so that's going to be on free flow for at least another hour. So we'll walk around the dock, probably take us another 20-25 minutes to walk around the dock the other way. I'll bring you back. I'll come to something good. Bye. Ooh. Wow, look at that. He's either drunk driving that bike, or he's scanning for turds. Here we've got what's left. Well, nothing left of it, just a couple of empty docks. This used to be Smith Docks, the biggest employers in the North Shields area. Used to be a big dock. I used to run from that little bank there over that way. It's like designed that way just so you can get ships, large ships, in and out easy with the width of the Tyne. Used to work there myself for a little while. And then at dinner time, it was all run up to this bubbles and norms. Yeah, we should all run over here for a quick pint and dinner time, and then back to work. It's the North Shields ferry going across the South Shields there now. I don't think there'll be anyone on because I think they stopped it during lockdown, but obviously they must be just keeping the engines warmed. I'm sure they don't see so. See time to walk around there already. So here we are at the fish quay. This is the start of the fish quay. It's what used to be the ice house. I think it's now a customs house, but it used to be the ice house. And all the way along here is where they used to have the fish quay festival. And it used to be proper before the council took over and turned it into the mouth of the Tyne festival and started charging you for everything. But back then it was all run by the fishermen. We used to have a big firework display. Fantastic bands used to have a stage just here. And all this you couldn't get moved when you were a kid. It was just chock-a-block with local bands, even famous bands. I'm sure people like before they were like famous, you know, like U2 before they were famous and things like that. But I might have just thought it sounded like U2 when I was a kid. Never mind. But yeah, if you look here, that's the first glimpse of what we're going to show you. Where's my finger? There, there, there. That's the highlights and the lowlights. Two beacons, and when you line the two beacons up and you're out to sea, you see the light on the top of that one, and the light on the top of that one. gives you safe passage into the mouth of the Tyne. When you think back then, there wouldn't have been none of these piers in the distance, making it nice and easy for you to get in and out. So what they've done is to come up with that idea. First chartered these two sets of lights. They weren't actually them lights, but they were like movable lights. Had to be movable because of obviously the shifting sandbanks over there. I had to move them just to give safe passage past the sandbanks as well. But Henry VIII first chartered them lights, and then they were made permanent, I think about the 1800s. And then the low one there, that's where pop sensation Sam Fender used to work as a fireman. So, a little bit of history of the fish quay. In this part here, just there, that's where I had my first ever job. It was called cold salts back then. I used to do all stuff for ropes and stuff like that for the fishing boats. And I used to work practically with the fences just there upstairs in a little area there, making rope swings and everything to do with ropes basically for fishermen. It was good then, like, because back then fishermen used to come out with like, pots of crabs and stuff like that, you know. You wouldn't get it nowadays. Yeah, son, can you just sneak that out the back? Aye, don't bother, mate. Aye, well, I've left you something. There's a picture of the lights in tandem. That was the whole idea, getting them two lights set up in a line, one above the other, to give you safe passage from the mountain Tyne. Back then, like I said, you wouldn't have had the two piers stopping the ships from the sands underneath, causing ships to shipwreck. We just done a bit of B-roll. I think that's actually been a B-roll baggins. Just to try and fill us up a bit. Beautiful morning though, isn't it? Can't be that sort of stuff in the morning, can you? What fresh air by the sea. So, one of the main reasons why them highlights and lowlights were commissioned was because of what's under the water just there. Something called the Black Maiden Rocks. It's high tide at the minute, so you can't really see the danger, but if you can imagine, before you had the piers, you would have had storms hitting this part here, and there's rocks just there under the water called the Black Maiden Rocks. And then the storms of, I think it was 1830 or 1864, was 3-day storms. Loads of ships crashed and over 34 lives were lost just in them storms. So that's one of the reasons why it was a necessity to have your highlights and lowlights built. Safe passage. Supposedly they got the name because maiden is an old Scandinavian name for like rubbish tip, shit tip sort of thing, you know, where you would just hire all the garbage. And it's called the Black Maiden Rocks because the devil was supposed to have hired them into the sea to try and spoil Newcastle's coal industry. But who knows? That's where they would be. As you can see where it's breaking there on the top there. That's where why it's breaking there, because that's where they are under the water. I'll get a picture of it on the way back because obviously it'll be low tide coming in by then, so I'll get a picture then. Okay, see you later. Bye. This is Lord Collingwood's monument. There was history buffs out there. We all know this already, but this is the real hero of the Battle of Trafalgar. Vice Admiral Lord Collingwood. His ship, the Sovereign, Nelson was on the Victory, was the fastest ship, and he was like a kamikaze pilot that ran the lines to cause havoc and dismay and disturb them for the rest to get the position. So basically he was like a front runner because his ship had just been done up, and it was one of the fastest ones in the way. He was the fastest one in the fleet, that's why he got the job. So Nelson ordered him to run in the first from the south. If you're a fan of Vera, you'll recognise that little red thing on the end of that pier. That's where she does most of that interviewing of people when she's walking along the coast. Hello, son! That was an impression my friend done of Vera on one of his videos, Paul Tootsie. If you get a chance to look at his channel, he does like little walks around places. He's called Paul Tootsie retrospective. We does like local walks, but his local walks are like Northumberland way, so he's the other side of town. Cracking lad, like cracking videos as well. So if you get a chance, give him a look. You've just watched the time lapse of that coming in. Not so much of a decent sunrise, but it's one in any case. Give a quick look round. That's the North Pier. That's the South Pier. Oh, there's South Shields. You see them two ships there on the horizon. The company actually went bust and they have just been like ghost ships in the North Sea. Just stayed basically there, go a little bit up, a little bit down because skeleton crew are just keeping them turn over. But they kind of dock them because the companies went bust. So, pity. And then up here we have Tynemouth Priory, which is built on a Norman castle, about 1300s to 1400s. That was turned into a priory, a little bit of a monastery on. And this is where we are. The Spanish property. Collingwood's monument over there on the hill behind where. And then just down this little bank here. This is where you've got embankments from World War II. Stone embankments. Where you've been stationed in World War II, watching for submarines, trying to get in the port. Oh, it's time to turn this lot into a breakfast. Here we are, on the gun for World War II. Gonna make a breakfast, so I'll get cracking. Okay. Bacon on the go. Sausages there. Some mushrooms. Gonna make a bacon, sausage, mushroom, panini. Stupidly, I forgot something. Turn the bacon over. I've got stuff to do. Let's go around to what I think. Away nicely. Not sure I've got asbestos fingers. Time like this, I wish I'd brought my binoculars. Oh wait, I've got some in my bag. 2 seconds. Got my glasses for this. You can check the description on there. Whoa. 2 seconds, I'll try and get it into focus. Whoa. I didn't think I'd be able to see back to the 70s. Look at this. Fantastic. All the way back to an old advert from the 70s. Now that's what you call a thick pair of glasses. Getting there now. Starting to look nice. Those seagulls popped out and pinched me bones with the backs turned right. Now that'll be seagull pie. Next mukbang, seagull pie. Sausage in there, sausage in there. Oh. Sausage in there, sausage in there. Just need to drain some of this. Need a little container down there. Mushrooms in that one. Jesus, I have got asbestos fingers. It's boiling oil. I just put my fingers in it. Can't even feel it. Yeah, but it's cold. Oh, look at that one. Look at that. Oh. ones. The little animals. Right, this is the pot. Brown sauce. I know it's going to be a controversy because a lot of people have tomato sauce, but I'm in the brown sauce camp. Oh, look at that one. Nice, very nice. I forgot to do an intro, didn't I? Hi everybody, welcome back to Ali's Mountain Muckbangs. Not really on a mountain, but what can you say? Want a bite? Oh, look at that. That looks nice. Tell you what, I best check. Just check to see if I was recording, because that would have been embarrassing. Cooking for now. Well, wait this. 2 seconds. Forgot. Mic. I'll plug that in there now. Hopefully that gets rid of some of the wind sound. So the last one. I was supposed to be going to Quay up on the Scottish borders. Travel up on a Sunday. Just a little bit of a wind at home when I left. I thought, oh, it's going to be great. The weather looks half decent. Showers and that, but I didn't mind showers. So drove up there. Took us about an hour 10, something like that. Let's say weather had completely changed. The wind was too strong. I'll put a video in because I did do a little bit of taping obviously on the way and what have you, but the flagpoles were leaning over like fishing rods with sharks on the end of it, like that. About the car, I've done a little bit of videoing and that, but even with this new mic on, it sounded terrible, so I didn't bother. Got back in the car and I thought, right, get ready, give it a try, see how we get on. So got back in the car, got my gear ready, head out, and the heavens just opened up. And I thought to myself, the rain's coming in sideways, you'd be stupid to go and climb up hills in this. I mean, it was really blowy in the car park. I mean, I was getting knocked all over in the car park, and I thought, there's nowhere on earth am I going all the way up there. It become a statistic of how not to do stuff. So I thought, right, I'll cancel it. And that was 3 days before lockdown, and then obviously lockdown happened. I wanted to stick by the rules when it comes to lockdown, so didn't need people pointing the finger and going, hey, you've done this and you've done that and you broke the rules and you went to Barnard Castle with your glasses on for an eye test. I'll put that thing in with the glasses on later on just so you can see. I have got really thick glasses, like. In fact, to be quite honest, when I've got my glasses on, my head's got a shaved head, but when it grows in, I look like a fat dominant coming, so I'll probably get away with going to Barnard Castle. Sign some autographs. Get my head kicked in. Yo, yeah, that so that was a bit of a letdown, that getting all up the conclusion and that, but I want to enjoy it. No, I do want to be. I want to try and do outside, a little bit outside cooking, a bit of mukbang, bit tortillas, enjoying it. tell you what things are happening in life with me. You can always comment, there's no what's happening with you, but today is Saturday. Finally worked all my notice. Well, haven't worked my notice. It's on my backside for my notice. It's called garden leave. So come Monday, I've just got to drive my van down to Leeds, hand my keys in, get a hire car, drive back, and that's me done. End of that chapter of my life. Moving on. Got a few things I want to try and do. I'm only got like certain tickets for gas, so I want to try and maybe get the rest of the tickets for me gas for like all the other appliances, like your cookers and your boilers and all that sort of stuff. Maybe start my own little business, don't know. I mean, my wife have been talking about I don't need to bring that much in. It'd be nice, just have a little bit more relaxing time. So trying to think what else. It was nigh on Halloween, wasn't it, the last time? My last video was about the Halloween. I was gonna have a little talk about Halloween when we were up on the Cat Close Shin, but obviously that didn't happen. Just about daft spooky things that probably explainable, but at the time you can't explain. I can't see the wood for the trees, and yeah, imagine things and add things on. There was one time, me and the wife had just moved down to Leeds because the jobs took me down to Leeds, and I was living in this rented accommodation called the Manston House, Manston Lane, and Crossgates in Leeds. Well, Manston, but it's next to Crossgates. And I was upstairs, and it was at a time when she hadn't moved down yet and I had, and we couldn't get our bed because we were busy moving all stuff down. Up the stairs in this flat till we found somewhere to buy, so we had it all in the garage, and had an air bed, lived off an air bed in the bedroom. But there was one night I was by myself, and I was lying, like, you know when you're half asleep, and it's like, you know, the rustly kind of carrier bags, the cheap polythene carrier bags. One of them started dancing around on the floor, like inflated, and it was like moving around on the floor. I thought, oh, there must be a draft coming in under the door. So I got the carrier bag and lay it down, and I thought, right, I'll open the door, that'll make the draft go away from underneath the door and stop it concentrating on wherever it was concentrating on. So okay, I've done that, laid the carrier bag down, opened the door, forgot about it. Trying to get back to sleep, I heard carrier bag standing upright and just like moving around on the floor. I thought, Jesus Christ, well, what's this then? I thought, have we got mice? Is there a mouse in the flat? Or was there something in the carrier bag that the mouse is interested in? So I jumped up, flattened it down again. I thought, no in. Of course, now my brain started to tick over. I'm thinking, oh, well, what can it be then? Let's make this carrier bag inflate, sort of stuff, like a balloon, dance on the floor. Happened a couple of times, and I thought, right, that's it. Blankets overhead, and see you in the morning. So done that. And just fed the seagulls there. Swarming them down there. So done that. Got up in the morning, trying to rack my brains what it was. Couldn't think what it was. In the end, I had tied a knot in the carrier bag to stop it inflating. Thought, nah, I can't put up with this. So in the morning I got up and I thought, well, it's got to be a logical explanation, this. And there was the air bed. It had like ridges in, and there was when you sat on it, it pushed air like a jet through the ridge of the air bed and sent it like a jet, and that's what was filling this carrier bag up. But at the time, obviously, you think to yourself, Jesus, what's going on here? Especially when you buy yourself. That's when it's funny, it's always when you buy yourself. Now and again you'll get like when two people say it, but it's normally always explainable. I usually went cold quick in the outside mind. That's the thing about outside mukbangs. Your food. I think I'll pick up this one, feed the seagulls with this one. Hello! What sausage? They'll be going back now to shit all over the cars. Bacon sandwich shit all over your cars for sorry. If you don't Tynemouth it, that's me. Sorry, I fed them. So with the cat closing thing, I thought I'm going to have to put them on hold. Maybe have a little sub category on my channel of them. Top 10 highest pop pickers. Ba-bam, ba-bam, bam. It's really nice, but I wasn't even ready for my breakfast. Like I wish I'd maybe just waited a bit longer. Time to feed the seagulls, I think. Alright, that's what I'll do, I'll feed the seagulls. Hey lads! It is nice, like. Oh, for drink, I forgot to say. 3-in-1 coffee. Nice and easy. Very nice. Now, just got to go walk home. Bought the bear a piano. You know what kids are like. They fall in and out of stuff quicker than they actually get into it. So I bought a full-size electric piano, like a proper stage one. Cost like £280 when we bought it back in April. And just played it twice. Realised how hard it actually is. And then stood there. So we're trying to sell it. So I go on then, Dad. Oh, fair enough. At least you've told us. And we've got loads of stuff. Normally I just give it away to the family. But I thought, no, I'm going to try and sell it, get some money for her. Try and teach her a little bit about money. Things like so I put it on that Facebook market page. And had a couple of interests. I've sold it, but there was this Indian bloke got to know it was. He said, "Hi, is it still available?" So, yes, it's still available. "Hi, can you send me a video of you playing?" Oh, well, I can't really. What am I supposed to do with that? So I sent him a message back saying I can't play it. Next message, "Please can you send a video of you playing it?" So I sent him a joke video of me pretending I'm Elton John by the piano. I remember when rock was young. Pretend to play the piano and send him around. There, will that do? It's a good job I wasn't selling it to him, like, but I thought, hey, get away, mate, give us a break. I've told you I cannot play it. But he wouldn't listen. So that's probably doing the rounds now, and me singing like an idiot. Be funny if that video went viral and I didn't make a go at this bloody YouTube thing. Known for being that idiot who sang that song badly. Well, seagulls, there you go. You can have that. I'm going to scran the bacon. To be quite honest, I'm not really too bothered what to do with work till after Christmas. I'll just fudge the what you call it, job seekers allowance. It's called job seekers allowance now. The last time I done it was called the dole. It's 22 years ago. I've done this job I was doing now and then like an agency for 2.5 years before they took us on, and then took us on. Never really liked it. Stuck at it because jobs are hard to come by. But so that's probably my best option. I think I'll just go on delivery drive and do something like that. Get me tickets for the rest of my gas appliances and see how it goes from there. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully. See, the tides went out a little bit since we've been here parking. Sitting on the dock of the pier, watching the tides rolling in, rolling back out again. Oh, other way. I used to love Vic and Bob, like. Them were really funny, them. But I'll daft comedy like that. I never really like forced comedy. Everyone goes on about Fawlty Towers. To me, it's watchable, especially Mrs. Brown Boys. Oh, I can't stand that, and now everyone loves it, and I'll go on about it. I just cannot stand it. I hate forces where people walking in one door, missing the point in the next door, and gone like that, and it goes on and on and on. Hate them. I much prefer just daft comedy. Daft comedy where you get a quick laugh, or Peter Kay, stuff like that. Oh, all images just don't want to come out. Lush. Bit late, you had to be in a bit early, could have some breakfast. But that's it, it's all gone. So it'll be a little walk home and that'll be it. So when I was on about the black maiden rocks before, earlier on in the video, that's them there, just picking out now. Still high tide-ish, so we've got a big patch of rocks just there. And it's amazing to think the distance from there to there, so many people cross their legs. This is what my face looked like if I had to put it in the shot. Lovely. Lovely. Great. Just got done. Had my breakfast just before the rain come. Get in.